All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. We in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Yes, you have read it right. Bob Arum says that they're in talks to do Pacquiao and Terence Crawford in June and July. And the backup plan is Kell Brook. All right. Also, Mikey Garcia is in talks to fight Pacquiao if he can win this weekend on the zone. So Pacquiao, like I said, it sounds like it's official, like a referee whistle, has officially left Premier Boxing Champions. He takes his WBA belt that everybody wanted Keith Thurman to lose so bad, and he takes it to another street. All right. So and that street works closely with top rank. So it's a good chance that Pacquiao and Crawford can get it on. I heard some talks of Saudi Arabia. It can happen on the zone. Bob Arum trying to make it happen on top rank. Pacquiao and McGregor won't happen this year, next year. But I also heard this is Pacquiao last year fighting. Mayweather, he found out that the Mayweather fight will never happen. So Pacquiao took his belt, packed his bag, and signed with McGregor management. And we also going to talk about Regis and Maurice Hooker. I know that's a lot of people got strong feelings about that. David Benavidez sound like he will be fighting Caleb Truax April 18th on Showtime, and some other stuff that's going on. So appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All that information is in the description. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. They have 100% all natural products, from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, everything. 100% all natural products. Great alternative to some of those cancerous Johnson & Johnson products and stuff like that. So www.healthblaze.com. Use the promo code Goodfellow1Box, get 18% off. All that information is in the description. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. They want to buy your cell phone and give you cash for it. The information is on the screen. Also, social media is in the description as well too. So follow them on Instagram, follow them on Facebook. All the information in the description, and get an opportunity to like and share them posts on social media to win an iPhone. So they got you. So they looking to do some good work. So appreciate Help Blaze and cell phone recyclers and buyers. If you want to sponsor, hit my email up. And it's in the description. We can hash something out. So if you got a business, we got you. Mark, Malik, Lathers, Reggie, Silent Child, Omaha in the house. Ricardo Hurd, what's going on? Saul, what's going on? Sumter, what's going on? Mark I said Dre, Samuel, Deshaun, Renardo, Corey Lee, what's going on? Zulu Umordo, Ray Zone 718, New York in the house. What else we got in here? Trying to look. All right, same. Ricky E, what's going on? I see you. Malik, what's going on? So yeah, man. Bob Arum did the Michael Woods podcast, and I'll update the description shortly. And he went on there. He talked a little bit about Wilder and Fury. And towards the end of his interview, he talks about what Terence Crawford got going on. Michael Woods asked him. Michael Woods has been a writer for ESPN. He done a lot in boxing. He asked him what's going on with Crawford. So Crawford is set to return in June or July, possibly versus Manny Pacquiao or Kell Brook. So we're gonna see how if he can't get Pacquiao and Mikey win and they do Mikey and Pacquiao, don't be surprised if they do Crawford and Pacquiao, or if Mikey can pull off the upset. Don't be surprised if they don't do that the end of the year. Pacquiao is definitely fighting twice this year, as long as he doesn't get injured. So it's funny how the tables turn, right? Everybody wanted Keith Thurman to lose, and that podcast link in the description also features an interview with Teofimo Lopez that was pretty good. It sounds like Lopez and Lomachenko is going to be in New York. So they're going to force Lomachenko to fight Teal in New York. They expecting a sellout. I'll give you an update on the Wilder Fury pay-per-view numbers, the digital numbers. You can find all that in the podcast link in the description. That's under source link. But, But other than that, so Crawford is either going to fail Kell Brook and Manny Pacquiao, and I believe he get past Kell Brook if he don't get Pacquiao. him and Pacquiao fight later in the year. Eddie is trying to get Pacquiao to go over to Saudi Arabia and fight Mikey Garcia, but Mikey has to get past. He has to get past Jessie Vargas this weekend, which I think is going to be a really, really good fight. I don't know why more people ain't talking about that fight. I think that fight is going to be a great fight. Levante, what's going on? I'm base 93. So with that whole situation, people sat there. The one thing we know about Keith Thurman did hold up the welterweight division 18 months and this, that, and the third. But the one thing we know about Keith Thurman got a contract with Al Haymon, and there's a loyalty to Al Haymon. Manny Pacquiao was never loyal to Al Haymon. All right, I've been telling y'all guys that Pacquiao only came to PBC for two reasons: to chase Floyd Mayweather, and also to get his tax situation resolved. And it sounded like he pretty much accomplished option two. They took care of his tax situation, and now he left PBC. According to people I talked to PBC, they telling people that they still haven't heard from Manny Pacquiao, which I'm pretty sure he at least gave Al a courtesy call, and Al hasn't really best what's going on. Al hasn't really relayed it down to anybody else, but Pacquiao used Al Haymon, and Al Haymon used him. The difference is Manny Pacquiao, before y'all criticize Manny Pacquiao, Pacquiao was pushing to fight Errol Spence. His contract is up. He's on a fight-by-fight deal, so he can leave. Pacquiao tried to make this fight with Errol Spence happen. Okay, that he tried to do that. So before y'all get enough feelings, Errol Spence didn't want to fight because of the car accident. It sounded like he gonna fight Danny Garcia. So he asked Al to make that fight. When Al couldn't accommodate that fight, he signed with McGregor Management Company. Now, I don't know exactly what that means, but I do know McGregor and Manny Pacquiao ain't fighting this year. All right? It's talks about, and I talked about this already, Mayweather fighting Pacquiao and Khabib in the same day. Now, remember I said that about Mayweather because it's going to make sense later. So he's talking about fighting Khabib and McGregor in the same day for $250 pay-per-view. You get two fights, one earlier in the day, one later in the day. So he's trying to innovate something else. So you don't believe me, go to World Boxing News. It's the leading story for the last 2 days. Corey Lee was going on, infamous one. So he tried to fight. Manny Pacquiao tried to fight him. So Pacquiao, he found out that he was never getting Floyd Mayweather. And when he tried to get McGregor, Mayweather blocked that. So now Pacquiao is looking to basically get the most money. Now I heard that other than the Errol Spence fight, I'm guessing that PBC couldn't guarantee him the $20 million no more. So they wasn't. And remember this, I'm gonna get to this later. That boxing is not gonna be doing a lot of bullshit fights no more. It sounds like across the board they're gonna be making the best fight the best. So it may have been a situation where if Manny Pacquiao would have fought somebody else this year other than Errol Spence, his guarantee wouldn't have been $20 million. So the zone is chefing out money. So it's either he going to the zone, and the zone is also talked about making Crawford and Pacquiao in Saudi Arabia, and Mikey Garcia and Pacquiao in Saudi Arabia. So I heard that the zone may even win the bid to do Pacquiao and Mikey last year, but at the same time, it's funny how the tides turn. All right, at the end of the day, it's a lot of people that sit here and slander Keith Thurman's name. These dudes, they choose when to be pro-black. They selective pro-black. Cool Man 7 Common Sense. What's going on? They choose to be selective pro-black. All right. When it comes to Andre Ward, they dissing him. When it comes to Crawford, he ain't black. When it came to Keith Thurman, he ain't black. And some of these dudes, like I said before, I ain't saying no names, but how can you be a leader when you letting other people corrupt your mind and other people dictate your content? All right. So it used to be hardcore Keith Thurman fans that let these Dallas and these Texas dudes corrupt their mind. And I told everybody, I said it was best case scenario that it was the best in boxing's and PBC's favor if Keith Thurman beat Manny Pacquiao. Everybody went against the home team. Everybody put their black pride away. They put their American pride away. And they put their Filipino flags out there. All right, they put all their Filipino flags out there. They became Manny Pacquiao fans overnight. Believing that Pacquiao was gonna shoot the fade with Errol Spence, and now he gone. They went against the grain on Keith Thurman, which a lot of us dudes used to be hardcore Keith Thurman fans. And I told you it was in boxing's best interest, even if Keith Thurman got hurt again, that belt still would have been on this side of the street. Keith Thurman, he was offered to go to Top Rank. He said no. It's probably was some talks about him going to the Zone. He said no. Keith Thurman will stand with PBC regardless. And Errol Spence is going to end up fighting Keith Thurman however you look at it. What I'm hearing what's happening in boxing, Keith Thurman and Errol Spence is going to fight. It may not be this year, but if Keith Thurman continue to win and come back strong, that's going to be the marquee fight. That's going to be Errol Spence's Terence Crawford fight. They're going to do Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, and that's going to be Errol Spence exit playing out of the 147-pound division. So that's going to be his marquee fight. They're going to rebuild Keith Thurman, and that's going to be his big fight. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people went against Keith Thurman, and they went on the road with Manny Pacquiao, and now Pacquiao is pretty much gone. Not saying that Al Haymon can't bid and eventually get him back to fight Errol Spence, but I think that ship is sailed. And like I said before, not sure Bob Arum didn't mention any venues for the fight. I do know that Eddie was looking to make that fight on the Zone in Saudi Arabia. He got Saudi Arabia booked in July. So it's more than likely, if it come down to dollar amount for Manny Pacquiao, he probably gonna fight Mikey Garcia first, but he got to win Saturday. It ain't no guarantee, and Pacquiao's already beat Jessie Vargas, so there's no point of putting that in Saudi Arabia. But we know Mikey ain't fought in a year, and even if he wanted to fight Jessie Vargas, he ain't fought in a year. So you telling me March, April, May, June? So they got 12 weeks, maybe I don't know what date he got it booked. 12 weeks, 15 weeks at the most, probably, to get fit, to rest up, get fit. And I think Mikey and Jessie Vargas is going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be a tough fight, in my opinion. So, for a dude that only fought once last year, he may be fresh, he may be lethargic, he may be in good spirits, but if he don't suffer any serious damage versus Vargas, or, he should be good to go in July. But if he don't look good versus Jessie Vargas, what do that bring for Manny Pacquiao is the question. Mikey going to have to hurt Jessie Vargas. And if he can't hurt or drop Jessie Vargas, you know what I'm saying, or have a spectacular performance, ain't nobody going to care if he fight Mikey Garcia. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Manny Pacquiao, Pacquiao's probably going to come in there and destroy Mikey. But the thing about it is nobody knows when Manny Pacquiao going to get old. And it happens overnight. Nobody knew when Bernard was going to get old. 1 minute he rematching John Pascal doing push-ups. The next minute he get beat up by Kovalev and then knocked out the ring by Joe Smith Jr. You know what I'm saying? Roy Jones. 1 minute he beating up John Ruiz. The next minute he leaning back. It happens in boxing. You don't know when these dudes are going to get old. And for Crawford, Mikey, going to fight Pacquiao in Saudi Arabia, that's a more dangerous mission than what Keith Thurman did. No commission. I mean, all of a sudden, Anthony Joshua went to New York City, and he looked pedestrian. He looked normal. He turned around and go to Saudi Arabia. He dropped all his muscle. And for people that don't understand how that works, it's hard to lose that amount of muscle from June all the way to December. People say, well, you can just lose the muscle and stop eating and doing. No, it's not that easy. A lot of people believe he lost that muscle and it was artificial. He didn't do it naturally. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to lose that amount of muscle mass. So when you going to fight Manny Pacquiao over Saudi Arabia, there is a beware sign. There is caution. You know what I'm saying? To that situation, last time Manny Pacquiao went overseas in Malaysia, he got a knockout. The first time he knocked out somebody else in a long time. Didn't knock out Jessie Vargas. Didn't knock out Timothy Bradley. Didn't knock out Jeff Me So Horny. You know what I'm saying? Didn't knock out Chris Algieri. Didn't knock out, I don't think he knocked out Cloudy. You know, it was a long time since then since he scored a knockdown. So when you fight Manny Pacquiao in the Middle East, there's caution. You know? And with where you talk about Earl and Bud, is there an amount of arrogance like Keith Thurman will, I don't need the drug test, I'm younger, I'm smarter, I can beat this old dude. It can be that arrogance there. You know, Bud is one of them dudes that I don't think he cares if it's an unfair advantage. He that type of hard-headed dude. And that's where Bo Max, Saul, and the rest of the team come in at. Sometimes you got to save a fighter from himself. But I definitely think Crawford wouldn't care if he tested or not, in my opinion. I think Crawford would go over there and try to whoop on Pacquiao. I think he would take the challenge. I thought Errol Spence would waive his right for drug testing and take the challenge. The difference between, Crawford fighting Pacquiao and Errol Spence fighting Pacquiao, even Errol Spence before Errol Spence, had the car accident, the issue with him is Errol Spence is long, strong, good puncher, good body puncher. The issue is that he lacks some basic fundamentals. And it's okay, he started boxing at 15. He don't move his head, he don't know how to counter punch. Some of the things, I don't want to say he don't know how to counter punch, but to fight Manny Pacquiao, you can't shell up. You got to punch with him. You know what I'm saying? So it was some things there that I thought Pacquiao could take advantage of, but I did think Earl was going to clip him in like 9 or 10. Appreciate it, Corey Lee. Appreciate the love. So I thought Earl would win the fight. I thought he would clip Pacquiao late with some body work, head work. With Crawford, it's a little bit different. Crawford is an aggressive fighter. He takes chances. He tit for tat. And to beat Manny Pacquiao for him, he gotta be disciplined. He gotta fight a disciplined fight. Now, it may not be the most exciting Crawford fight, but I don't really think that's in him. But I think if it is in him to fight a disciplined fight, keep his hands up, and be precise and be smart the entire fight, and not let his ego or his fire get to him. I don't think he struggles with Pacquiao past the 5th round, past the 6th round. I think he picks Pacquiao apart. People forget Crawford got 2-inch longer arms than Floyd Mayweather does. He has 2-inch longer arms than Errol Spence does. So he real long guy, rangy guy. I don't think he would go in there like he did with Kyle Velasquez and be southpaw. I think he go in there and be the righty and be real disciplined. If he fight him in Saudi Arabia, that's going to be a tough task. But I think in the first 6 rounds, I think it's going to be dangerous, just like it was for Keith Thurman. Pacquiao don't have that gas past the 6th round like he used to. Pacquiao used to fight the 1st round like he fought the 12th round. That's no longer like that. He was able to muster up enough energy to steal a round from Keith Thurman. But Keith Thurman got into rhythm. And Keith Thurman got the cooking. You know what I'm saying? But Keith Thurman didn't have enough. He wasn't in shape enough. Bud, you ain't got to worry about that. Bud in shape. Bud strong. And don't give me what Bud beat Jeff Horn and Pacquiao didn't. Styles make fights. That Jeff Horn as a common opponent means nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I think Bud got to be disciplined. He got to keep his hands up. He got to take away Pacquiao left hand. Now, can he do what Floyd did? No. That ain't his style. But one time I have seen Bud fight a very, very disciplined fight. And it was versus Victor Postol. It was a fight that a lot of people had him losing. It was a fight that people said it was 50-50. And a lot of people don't want to admit that. It was a fight that a lot of people said Bud was going to lose. And Bud boxed the gym. And if Bud can be disciplined like he was versus Victor Postol, he probably going to stop Pacquiao late. Don't be surprised. Can Pacquiao beat him? Absolutely. Because Bud sometimes, he go wild when he get tagged. And Pacquiao got a lot of thump in that left hand. But the difference is, if you fight Earl at his best and Terence at his best, the difference is it's a long way to get that left hand off than versus some of the smaller guys he done fought. It's a long way. So he going to have to jump in. And then with Crawford, if you jump in, and he get the drop on you, Crawford to check hook you. Or Crawford to drop some shit on you, and he'll catch Pacquiao jumping in. Crawford, if anybody in this division can catch Pacquiao jumping in, it's going to be Crawford. You know what I'm saying? So he'll look at what Floyd did, but he'll come up with his own concoction. Now, Mikey Garcia, for me to believe Mikey Garcia got a chance, he got to be at a catch weight. Or he got to do something this weekend to make me think that, think he on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? He got to make me think he on some other. He got to show a lot this weekend. If he go out there and he beat Jessie Vargas real bad, or he stopped Jessie Vargas, then I'm interested. If not, if he don't fight Manny Pacquiao at 140 pounds or some type of catch weight, I ain't interested. You know what I'm saying? He could say, well, Pacquiao's shorter. He was talking a lot of shit on ES News back in the day. Like, if I can't stop Pacquiao at this point, I don't need to be in boxing. It's funny, some of the comments that you say years now come and bite you on your butt. That's a tough fight for him. That's a real tough fight. SJ Fish 101. Drizzy KO, what's going on? That's a real tough fight for him. I don't envision. Now, Pacquiao could get old. Now, Mikey ain't no scrub. Mikey is a good technician. Good jab, good left hook. You know what I'm saying? Keep his hands at home. Good power jab. Mikey is well rounded. Don't get it tripping. Don't get it twisted. But just how he looked versus Errol Spence, I ain't gonna be able to get that out of my mind. Even before that, I thought even the Adrian Broner fight with Pacquiao, I thought Mikey would have some issues. Didn't Vargas lose? No, he had a draw with Adrian Broner. I went to that fight. Most people thought Razon salute. Most people thought that I was sitting with that Vargas won the fight, but it was a good fight. So, what if Pac-Man fights Mikey like he fought Broner? I still have a hard time. If that Pacquiao show up, which I don't see that Pacquiao showing up in Saudi Arabia, if you catch my drift. But if he fight like that, Pacquiao, Mikey got a chance, but we got to see what Mikey looked like at 47. You know what I'm saying? And Vargas and Errol Spence got some similarities. They both tall. I mean, Vargas is taller, rangy. You know, both like the 1-2. Obviously, Errol is a southpaw. I don't think Vargas is. Obviously, Errol is by far better and more complex fighter than Vargas, but we'll see what Mikey can do this weekend. You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested to see. To me, this is his true debut at 47. If he just get waxed by Jessie Vargas, or he in life and death, and they give him the benefit of the doubt, look for Devin Haney to jump all over that fight. Devin Haney is looking to make that fight with Mikey Garcia as soon as possible. And I've been knowing that since since like September last year. So for Mikey Garcia, if he don't get Pacquiao next and he get past Vargas, they're gonna look to make Devin Haney and Mikey Garcia. You know, and I talked about Devin earlier, if you didn't see the video, and Devin is moving up, and he says once most fighters are ready at 35, he'll move back down. It's over with. If Ryan Garcia ever gonna be ready, he probably meet you at 40, but Teofimo Lopez would be at 40. Lomachenko is moving down regardless for Devin. So Devin and Mikey is another possibility probably this year as well too. But if Manny Pacquiao mopped the floor up with Mikey Garcia, that fight going down the drain for Devin Haney. And I think Devin, kind of talk about Devin needs to fight Ndongo, Relic, or Terry Flanagan next. You know what I'm saying? He need one of those three. And then I would jump to a Robert Easter Jr. type fight. And then, Barashnik. And I think if he can get past Barashnik and he could box well and take Barashnik power, then at that point, I think he'll be ready for anything there. I think Barashnik is a good test for him. I think all them dudes is a good test for him. Him and Robert got good build up, but PBC fighters, they ain't crossing the street. But he talked a lot of junk a couple years ago before he got on TV about fighting Robert. That's a fight that's built in. So if Adrian don't take the fight with Devin, why not, Robert? That's what I felt about Mikey Garcia. He should have beat up Adrian and then beat up Robert Easter Jr. right after that. He would have been more popular than ever. So I think Devin, if he fight Adrian next, You need to beat up Robert, then beat up Robert, and then you can go on to Mikey Garcia for him. But him and Bill just looking for the big fights. But Devin need to build himself up the right way. That's the problem. It ain't no need to rush. You know what I'm saying? The top ain't going nowhere. The top gonna be there. If the top guys is Taylor, Ramirez, or if they Barrios and Robbie, no matter who at the top gonna be there. Teofimo Lopez gonna be at 40. At some point, people gonna want to see that fight, and that's gonna be on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't no point in chasing Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? If you betting your money that Ryan Garcia gonna be a star and be that big star, you know what I'm saying? That's a if. I mean, you should have your eye on Tank. You should have, because they're gonna protect Tank. You should have your eye on Shakur, Teofimo. You know what I'm saying? Those type of guys. That's what I'm looking at. And if he can get Mikey, Rashid, what's going on? He can get Mikey. Well, Dangles, what's going on? So, just want to talk about Devin for a second, but back to Pacquiao. Like I said before, Pacquiao said he fight twice this year. So if it's Mikey, it's Terence. Errol Spence may not be out of it, but right now the belts are split up between the companies. It's split up 2 with PBC, and that's Earl, IBF, and WBC. That's 1 with Top Rank and 1 with who knows now. If Manny Pacquiao work back with Top Rank, then they make the Crawford fight. I'm probably gonna slide to that one in June and July. You know what I'm saying? If they do it on the Top Rank side. If it's later this year, it's later this year. But like I said before, that's why you PBC guys needed to have Keith Thurman win. But now, my pretty penny on it is that Errol Spence is never gonna fight Terence Crawford. And I think most people got that impression this weekend. The way Tyson Fury, destroyed Deontay Wilder, I think most people knew that Al Jangles, what's going on? He said Linares might be Ryan. They both said it could. But most people think Al ain't gonna do that business no more. And I can't blame Al Haymon. Deontay Wilder got beat like he was 12 years a slave. He got beat like his name was Kunta and he got changed by Toby. I ain't gonna make no excuses. I'm not in the business of making excuses at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in the business of making excuses. And they also talking about that Tank kind of alluded to they might do Ryan and Tank Davis in December. I believe it when I see it. And I'll talk about Tank and Leo. I got some news on that. I think Leo's already started camp. I could be wrong. But, like I said with Pacquiao, if Bud get 2 belts and he beat Pacquiao, I mean, what they going to say now? It's going to be the worst year for the Lions Den boxing community, a.k.a. the local dummy boxing community, a.k.a. the loser dummy boxing community. It's going to be the worst year. So what can you say? If Crawford and Pacquiao, they fight on the zone, they fight on pay-per-view, and Crawford win, and Crawford get 2 belts, then who the A side? Then who deserves 60-40? Then who deserves 50-50? That's the question. Bob Arum, I can say a lot of things about Bob Arum over the course of time. But Bob Arum ain't bullshitting about Terence Crawford. Henry Brown told you Wilder was running from Briggs. Fury showed running from Briggs. He ain't running from no damn Shannon Briggs. Shannon Briggs was old as shit. But salute. You know what I'm saying? So with Crawford, then they get interested between him and Earl. Do y'all believe Earl gonna stand on his power, stand on his integrity, stand on his word, and not lead a division before fighting Terence Crawford? Now, my hypothesis is this. This is my educational guess about what Earl gonna do. I'm hearing Danny Garcia. Then 90 days after that, they'll probably ask for an extension. He'll fight the winner of Qdoba and Lippias. I got news on that, so stick around for the rumors. I got a date for that fight. It's not April 11th. So, he don't have a date yet for Danny, but I think he's going to be Danny. Later this year, he'll defend his IBF title versus the intern winner, maybe Qdoba or Lippias. I think in 2020, if everything goes right and he's healthy, he rematches Sean Porter. And then I think his exit is going to be Keith Thurman. They're going to put him in Keith on pay-per-view. Then after that, I think in 2022, I think Errol Spence is probably going to go to 54. So, like I said before, if Pacquiao is true that they said going into this year, if he can't get McGregor, Mayweather, somebody like that, and Pacquiao just make enough money and he retire, that belt go up to grab and go up to grab. You know what I'm saying? He said Blood Boxing said Crawford gonna beat Spence ass. Yeah, a lot of people you talk to, say that, boxing guys, old school guys. So I've been saying it. Too many. He got too much flavor for him. But Pacquiao's an interesting fight for Bud. Like I said before, that's an interesting fight. But Pacquiao is awkward. And Bud take a lot of chances. The difference is Earl don't take the chances. Bud do. Bud take a lot of unnecessary chances in certain fights. I mean, Kavaliauskas, you've seen it. He's stubborn. Earl Spence is more disciplined. He more tempered. You know what I'm saying? He more calm. He listened to his corner. He patient. Bud ain't always patient, and it depends on the opponent. Errol Spence is patient. He listened to a corner. He diligent. He accurate. Got a lot of different things. They different. They contrast is different. Crawford, it depends on the opponent. Henry Brown, CDC warns of possible cancellation of concert, sporting events, and closing business, schools, and banks. San Francisco under mercy. Check it out. CDC. What happened out there? I don't know. What happened out there? Coronavirus? What you talking about? I know they talking about canceling the canceling the Yep, coronavirus. Yep, I just read it. That's what happened when you keep letting people come in and out the country. They should have kept people in them fucking country where they was at. And that coronavirus started from them eating bats. Crazy as hell. It is what it is. I done seen the bird flu. I done seen the swine flu. What else we done had? West Nile virus. What's the other one we just had? We had another one too. We had another scare too. But out there in California, that's a huge international gateway out there where a lot of people fly in and out over there. You can't be eating shit like that. Chinese people like to eat anything that move, or Asian people. You can't be doing that shit, but it is what it is. Ebola, yeah, that's what it was. Mad cow disease, I done seen it all. So, so they didn't cancel. They might cancel the Olympics. So, Metropolitan Security, what's going on? Andre just said, I'm in Korea now. Shit crazy. But continue on. Shout out to Henry Brown for super chatting information. Continue on. Like I said, both Bud and Errol Spence is different. He said none of them can beat Hagler or Hearn. Hagler was different. Hearn's is a good fighter. You always got a chance to beat Hearns because he can dish it. Like most punchers, he can't take it. So if you can punch, you got a chance. I remember Aaron Pryor stopped him in the amateurs. That's on YouTube. He's all these viruses, create all of them every year and keep killing people. Yep. So at the end of the day, I would like to see. He said 350 cases, Michigan in self quarantine. I ain't heard that, but I know they have a few cases here. I wonder why the Chinese people be going here. I don't even know where the fuck they stay at. If Crawford fights Pacquiao in Saudi Arabia, drug testing mandatory. Got to be. Hopefully he's smart enough. But with Terence Crawford, him and Pacquiao would be a good fight. But him and Earl, they a lot different than each other. A lot different temperament. Crawford shit changed with the opponent. Earl Spence shit the same no matter who he fight. You're gonna get an accurate, patient, disciplined, listen to his corner type fighter. He different from Jamel or Derrick James. You know, Errol Spence will do exactly what Derrick James say. You know, he is how can I say it? He is by the rule book. He like one of them point dexters that go by the rule book. You feel me? He one of them dudes that go by the rules. You know, Crawford, he kind of like a wild stallion. Some days he, you know, depending on the opponent, he gonna be self-disciplined or he gonna do what he want to do. But you know, I'm looking forward to. But with Bud and Kell Brook being the Plan B option, I feel they ain't have another choice. I mean, how can you go out there and say Chris Van Deer? Now I didn't hear nobody respectable telling me Bud was gonna fight Van Deer next. But you know, Kell Brook, you know, a lot of people's opinions gonna change on Kell Brook. A lot of people's opinions gonna change. Remember they said, okay, Terence ducking Kell Brook, Terence ducking Kell Brook. Now Terence go out there and he mopped the floor with Kell Brook. You know, then what we gonna say? That's the question. If they fight at 47 or if they fight at 54 and Crawford, you know, just say, I'm just gonna do a voluntary at 54, then what? Oh, Bob Arum said he didn't have the money for Kell Brook, or Kell Brook is what? No, I don't change your opinion. Everything that some of these dudes said on the internet, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. They're going to be crossing their fingers, praying to whoever they pray to. They're going to pray whoever they pray to. The narrative going to change. Once Crawford go out there and handle his business, Kell Brook was a bum. He was Errol Spence leftovers. He had a loss. Well, he was the same Kell Brook that had a loss when he fought Errol Spence coming off a Triple G loss. These opinions change. And you hear these dudes saying that, I don't have to be fair. I don't have to be fair. I don't have to be fair. I never said I was fair or I was honest or I was calling it down the middle. Like I said before. I don't know how y'all listen to some of these dudes. I don't listen to them. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing Wood doing videos and dude instead of talking about what Tyson Fury did to Deontay Wilder, they talking about the ring entrance. That's what we doing now. At the end of the day, you can just tell dudes they come from fortunate backgrounds and they ain't used to somebody telling them no, or they used to having their way, or they ain't used to taking no L's. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he hit him in the back of the head, and oh, Deontay costume was too heavy, and oh, I ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? When my mom used to put that Robitussin in that great Robitussin, that was one of the nastiest medicines, in that spoon, I took it. And took it again. When she said take it 2, 3, 4 times, I took it. Now wash it down with water. These dudes don't know how to take their Robitussin. They don't know how to take their L. Now they talking about ring walks and costumes and I can't be a sheep. Yeah, follow Boston Nick MMA for dope MMA content. Might have to follow you. Learn something. I'm going to subscribe right now, my brother. Give me 1 minute, Nick. I'm going to subscribe. I'm gonna give you your 19th subscriber, bro. Look forward to the content. So I could take my L on the chin. That's just what it is. Deontay lost. Like I said before, the only reason I watched that ass whooping and then walk out the bar is because I was drinking. That's the first time I drunk all in almost a year. When Broner took that ass whooping, when I was a Broner fan, I turned that shit off. I left it. We was in a group chat. We was in a hangout chat. I left that shit. I couldn't watch Broner take that ass whooping. I turned that shit right off Showtime. Couldn't watch it. I've never watched Broner and Madonna in its entirety. Never. I've never watched Broner and Madonna in its entirety. Never. I can admit it. Still can't watch that ass whooping. But I ain't making no excuses. I ain't talking about no ring walks. It was that the greatest ring. Any nigga that say those was the greatest ring walks, they ain't never seen Hector Camacho's. You know, what about Floyd Mayweather and 50 Cent versus De La Hoya? Roy Jones, James Toney, Roy Jones, John Ruiz, or Scarface. I keep going on with great ring walks. I feel Tony Harrison and 42 Doug ring walk was better than both of those. I keep going on with great ass ring walks. Floyd Mayweather or Arturo Gotti. Floyd Mayweather and what was it, Nundu in Grand Rapids when he came out with the mink and the filthy rich robe. Mayweather and Cotto when he came out to 2 Chainz. That shit was dope. Keep going on and on and on with great shit. I watch my favorite fighters get their ass beat before. That ain't nothing new. Shit, I done took some ass whoopings in my life. That's like you tell these niggas ain't never got their ass whooped and never been in no real fight or never took no real L's. Man, shit, life move on. Yeah, Carissa shit was... Oh, what about the kid that's that came out the lion cage? Sharif Bangru? He had some dope shit. Remember the lightweight Sharif fight out of Vegas? And he come out the lion cage with the lion hat on. He had some dope shit. Prince Nazim, Halloween ring walk. Was that versus Kevin Kelly? Hell yeah, I keep going on, man, with great ring walks. That lightweight has some good ones. Roy versus David Telesco. So you keep going on and on. Oh, don't forget Adrian Broner versus Antonio DeMarco when he came out to Kendrick Lamar. With Kendrick Lamar, before Kendrick Lamar, it was Kendrick Lamar. Keep going on and on. You can tell these niggas started watching boxing like 5, 6, 7 years ago. You know, I've seen a lot of great ring walks that I can't even remember. But we just can't sit here and talk about the fight. It's okay. I don't have to be fair and this, that, and I can talk. Man, nigga got his ass whooped. Nigga got his ass whooped. That's all we can say. He got his ass whooped. We can move on. He can come back. When nobody thought Anthony Joshua was going to come back and win, he did. You know, like, oh, was it a great ring walk? I don't give a... Who cares? Out of all that ass whooping we seen in that ring, you want to talk about the ring walk. Man, fuck up out of here. And they want to talk about Andre Ward, too. You know what I'm saying? They want to talk about Andre Ward. Oh, Andre Ward, I don't like his... Like, at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you this, bro, right? I'm going to tell you this before I continue on. Talk about Kell, Brook, and Pacquiao. We're going to move on to Regis and Hooker. And then I got some good rumors coming in. I thought Canelo was announcing this fight today, so I don't know what's going on in there. I'm tired of fucking with Canelo. That nigga changed his mind too much. Okay? Andre, I'm going to tell you this, bro, right? I'm going to read this shit, right? Somebody sent this to me. I'm not even going to say who sent it to me, right? So, I'm going to see if I can pull it up. I'm going to pull this shit up, right? So, I'm going to read it. I think I pulled it up. So, this comes from Barbershop Conversation, right? He said, I left my floor seat to sit far away from people because anxiety has officially set in. So, Barbershop said on Instagram that he left his floor seat to move up, right? To move up in the arena. So, you know why he left? If he had a floor seat, you know why he left? Because Terence Crawford was down there. All that shit he was talking. Andre Ward was down there somewhere. He had all this opportunity. Andre Ward and Marshawn Lynch was in Vegas. Terence Crawford was in Vegas. Terence Crawford's sister was in Vegas, right? All these dudes he talking shit about. All them top ranked dudes was there, right? Why he ain't pull up on Terence Crawford? Why he ain't pull up on Crawford's sister? Why he ain't pull up on Andre Ward and Marshawn Lynch? That's why his ass didn't sit on the floor. Ain't because he couldn't afford it. He ain't with no anxiety from no damn fight. The anxiety was he would have been 60, 90 feet, 10 feet. Shit, he might have been sitting right behind Terence Crawford. And it's been relayed to me, if they catch Fred, they going to put hands, feet, elbows, toes, and they going to beat the shit out of him. That's the difference. See, he done took it to a new level. Like, Bernie and them niggas want to beat that ass. And Andre Ward being with Marshawn Lynch, he would have got Willie lumped. So he ain't stupid. Yeah, get your ass off the floor. You know what I'm saying? He did an interview with Whitlock. Somebody sent me. If you would have had respect for Fred, if you ain't lost respect for Fred before the Whitlock interview, after that interview, you still respect him, man. I like I said before. Me and you can't. I don't know. Me and you probably ain't gonna get along. But he was smart to get. He was smart to move off the flow. Because he would have still been laying on the MGM Grand flow. Like I said, it is what it is. But the talking about Bud and Kell Brook, like I said, the narrative gonna change. Bud should beat him. Kell Brook is a good fighter. But 47, Crawford should do his thing. Crawford did tell him to his face that you are a better fighter than Amir Khan. And like I said before, Amir Khan and Kell Brook should have fought. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that Bud has got to fight Kell Brook, then Amir Khan, then Kell Brook possibly, and then they never fight each other. That's a fight that I'm still interested in. You know, but I expect Bud to beat him. You know, Kell Brook ain't the same fighter when Errol beat him. You know, but if Kell Brook can beat Terence Crawford and get a belt, then Errol Spence will happily rematch him. You know, neither one of them is the same fighter. You know, Errol got in an accident. Kell Brook a little bit older, but I don't know what I learned versus Kell Brook and DeLuca, to be honest. I learned that he looked solid. He looked physically good at 54. He seemed to have his faculties, but Bud is a different type of animal. Flamo, what's going on? He a different type of animal. So I expect Bud to get that done. But like I said before, I put the podcast link in the description, the source link. You can hear Bob say it's like 10-15 minutes long with Michael Woods. Good podcast. It also features Teofimo Lopez. Bob is the first interview. It also features Teofimo Lopez and then Shannon Briggs towards the end. So it's a good interview. You know, Michael Woods do some good work. Shout out to him. He wrote for ESPN and he does some things around boxing. So he's a straight guy. You know what I'm saying? So Bob gave a great interview. But we gonna move on. Talk about Regis and Hooker. A lot of people saying that you know, people think Maurice Hooker gonna win this fight. It's gonna be April 17th down there where Corey Lee at National Harbor Bay. Hopefully I'm saying that right. April 17th. Javier Fortuna, Luke Campbell will be the co-feature. So I know those two fights gonna be on the card. I was supposed to be at the MSG Theater Room. Don't know what's happened, but so they gonna get it on there. I thought that fight should probably be in Texas, but hey, it is what it is. Let y'all know something. Hooker wanted this fight at 47 or at 43. Regis basically forced it to be at 140 pounds. So they fighting at 140. So I know Hooker just fought at 47. He wanted to at least be at 47, 43. I mean, Regis could have made his 147 pound debut. I think Regis is having second thoughts about moving up to 47. Probably because it's political. But if he beat Hooker at 47, he put himself in a position to fight Bud. And if he really wanted to fight Bud right now, I believe that door is open. You know what I'm saying? That door is open for him. So, Fortuna, Campbell, the co-feature, the main event, Hooker and Prograis. So it's a good fight card. It's not the biggest venue, but it's a good venue. It's a venue that Gary Russell fought Jojo Diaz at. It's a venue that Teofimo Lopez fought Mayoshi Tanaki at. It's a lot of you fight. Usyk fought down there as well. So it's a good venue. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see this at least at the Boardwalk, but it's a smaller venue. Insurance prices, rent ain't that high. But it's a good fight. I expect Regis Prograis to buzzsaw the Maurice Hooker. It's the MGM National Harbor. Okay, I'm at the bay and shit. Ain't it on the casino resort? Hey, I might have to book me a room down there. You know what I'm saying? So, that's gonna be a good fight. Real good fight. I expect Regis to go to the body. I think he gonna stop Hooker. I think a lot of body work. I think the only issue he gonna have is getting on inside. But I think his feints, his head movement, he'll be able to get on the inside, and I think he's going to grind Hooker down. Hooker had good sparring. Crawford to be helping. Hearn to be helping. A lot of people will be helping. But I'm not sure how comfortable he's going to be at 140 pounds. I just think Regis is a better fighter. There's levels to it. I think Regis should stop him. But then again, Regis did have a grueling fight with Josh Taylor. I felt that he took a one-sided ass whooping, so he may not be the same fighter. But Regis stay in shape. Regis stay working. Think he the better fighter. He says casino resort. Okay. He stay fighting. I think Regis to the body, break Hooker down. I think that's gonna be an 8-round fight. But who knows? It's a lot of bad blood. The build up gonna be good. A lot of trash talking. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a historic fight there, man. Neither one of the motherfuckers. Nobody on the fight card from the region. The 2 fights. Luke Campbell from the United Kingdom. Fortuna was from the Dominican Republic. Hooker from Dallas somewhere. And Regis from Louisiana fighting out of Houston. So I don't really get the demographic of the fight. So they're going to have to put somebody in the undercard that's from out that way. You know, maybe find Dusty Harrison or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I expect Regis Prograis not to have a problem. I think this is a glorified tune-up for him, to be honest. He should beat the shit out of Maurice Hooker. I mean, I know a lot of people may disagree, but I don't see him having too much of a problem with this fight, other than getting on the inside. But once he get on the inside, touch the body, you know, like I said, I'm taking all bets on this fight. I'm taking all bets. I'm taking all bets. I'm taking all bets. I'm going in on the light-skinned brother. His jaw better, his power better. Is he a better fighter? I'm going with the light-skinned brother. So, I like Regis in that fight. Big. Knockout big. Stretch season big. Ice season big. $250. Ice season big. Big. I ain't gonna lose no bread. He going to sleep. He gonna need some milk. He gonna need some milk. I'm taking Hooker with the upset. Take Hooker with the money. Bet with your money and not with your mind and your heart. Bet with your money. Hooker going to sleep. He going to sleep. He outgunned. Come on, man. Y'all really turning on yeah, put one of Gary Brothers on there. Y'all crazy, bro. Did y'all not see Maurice Hooker just get steamrolled by Jose Ramirez? Jose Ramirez is not that good. Are y'all crazy? Y'all sound just like y'all did versus the Alexander Goswick fight when I tried to tell y'all about Perturbia. It's gonna be an easy ass whooping. He gonna beat the shit out of Maurice Hooker ass. This a B-level fighter fighting a C-level fighter. And I like Hooker. He gonna beat the dog walking shit out of him. He gonna make him call him pretty. I don't see how y'all believe Maurice Hooker gonna win this fight. I don't be seeing what y'all be seeing, dog. I don't see this one. Regis, y'all mad because Regis Prograis got beat by a United Kingdom fighter. Man, Josh Taylor, the baddest man at 140 pounds. He said Prograis was getting beat up by Velasco. Man, he took his time with Velasco, man. He took his time with Velasco. Maurice Hooker got beat up by Jose Ramirez, bro. And he struggled with Terry Flanagan a little bit. Regis Prograis blew him out the water. Taylor the best at 140. It ain't even close. I'm going to put it to you this way. Maurice Hooker wouldn't have went 12 with Josh Taylor. Yeah, both of them were top rank. It'd be a unification. Maurice Hooker wouldn't have went 12 with Josh Taylor. Y'all get mad at motherfucker. Y'all get mad at the brother for going to the UK and losing. But y'all gonna get mad for the brother getting his ass beat by the pedestrian Mexican. Jose Ramirez ain't shit. He ain't shit but Josh Taylor's meal or Terence Crawford meal. Y'all crazy. Maurice Hooker got about to get the front end beat off his ass. And I like him. As soon as he get hit to the body, pop, 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 oh, he needs some some milk. You just said Ramirez was the best at 40. I didn't say Ramirez was the best at 140 fucking pounds. Never said that in my life. Never said that in my life. Josh Taylor gonna stop Ramirez. They gonna throw in the towel. They gonna do the Mark Breland. Hold on, the Buddy McGurk. They gonna throw that towel in. North Carolina, get up and raise up. Take your shirt off, swing it around your head like a helix. They gonna throw that towel in. Throwing the towel style. Ramirez gonna get the dog walking shit beat out of him. He gonna get stumped, Kirk Franklin style. I'm telling y'all. Y'all gonna change our stories again. Well, you're not gonna beat Terence Crawford. He can't beat Earl. But we talk about Jose Ramirez. He gonna get the shit beat out of him. He gonna get the shit beat out of him. Ramirez is trash. That motherfucker still got Antonio Zorco. No, who was it? Cepeda problems. That motherfucker was getting outboxed by Cepeda. Get out of here, man. That motherfucker, he improving. But ain't that much improving in life. That motherfucker gonna get parked. That motherfucker gonna have that Buick park assistance on him. That motherfucker gonna willingly park. They might as well have the towels ready. Josh gonna come in there. Bing, 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 bing. Come on, man. Ramirez ain't shit. I'll tell you that right now. That motherfucker a clumsy ass nigga in there too. Cause he beat Maurice Hooker. This ain't Maurice Hooker. That ain't no 50-50 fight, bro. That nigga gonna get his ass whooped. Josh Taylor can come in there drunk and still whoop his ass. Tell you that right now. Tell me I said 50-50. That ain't no 50-50 fight. Vargas and Mikey Garcia is a 50-50 fight. That's a 70-30. That's an 80-20 fight. That motherfucker gonna beat the shit out that nigga. I'm telling you that right now. They can do it in Fresno. They can do it in San Francisco. They can do it in wherever. Chicago. They can do it in Minneapolis. They can do it in Texas. They can do it in Maine, Spain, Uganda. They can do it in Wakanda. Don't matter. Josh Taylor beating that ass. I grab a Ramirez and my foot up a Ramirez ass all day. Just bang, 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 bang. That's my pleasure. That's my pleasure. Gonna beat the shit out of his ass. Ain't no 50-50 fight. I say, man, like I said, go Alexander Gosvick is gonna beat gonna beat Paterbi. What I tell y'all was gonna happen? A massacre. I told y'all that motherfucker ain't that good. Oh, Carlos Adames is the next great 140 pounder. He ain't that good. What happened? The motherfucking Patrick Teixeira put his foot right up his ass. Just bang, 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 bang. He can go to school at Robert Garcia Boxing Academy. He can go to he can go dig up Customato. He can go find Buddy McGurk. He can go find Floyd Sr. Josh Taylor in like 8 rounds. Gonna beat the shit out of him. Like I said before, I don't usually bet, but Regis beating on Hooker ass, I bet that, and I bet Josh Taylor beating the shit out of Jose Ramirez. Remember y'all was saying all the Mexicans coming here saying Jaime gonna beat Jamil Charlo. You tripping? Charlo ain't that good. Hey, they shut the fuck up then, huh? You ain't heard Jaime Munguia name mentioned in this chat again. I like him. Nah, I hate Adames. I'm just saying. I didn't see it. I didn't see what y'all saw. I ain't see what y'all saw. I ain't see it, bro. Come on. He gonna run through Ramirez, bro. I'm telling you. Y'all forgetting Ramirez dug Regis Prograis. And if Regis Prograis would have beat Josh Taylor, Ramirez was vacating his titles and moving up. Come on. This motherfucker, they don't want to talk about Jose Ramirez talking about, I want to move down and fight Lomachenko and Ryan Garcia. You talking about moving down, fighting Lomachenko and Robert Garcia while you at Disneyland, and Josh Taylor sitting where he trying to vet. He might not get past Victor Postile while we talking. Victor Postile might bink, 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 bink. You know PBC got to get theirs back too. Victor Postol, a PBC fighter. You know, Al Haymon got to get his back. Victor Postol might go to Fresno May 9th and get to work on him. He might be Tim the Two-Man Taylor. It might be tool time. Victor Postol beat the shit out of Jose Ramirez. You never know. Y'all too high on Jose Ramirez. That dude ain't that good. He ain't that good. At all. He's struggling with Antonio Orozco and Virgil Ortiz mopping the floor up with him. I know it's two different weight classes. My Glenn Kirkland fighting on FS1 with Ann Wolf soon on PBC. He said Brook and Crawford. Hey, who else he gonna fight? Who else Bud gonna fight? Give me a name. I like Jaime McGuee. He still gotta learn though, but he ain't ready for Charlo. Jose Ramirez gonna get the shit beat out. Y'all niggas gonna be pouring out y'all OEs or y'all mad dogs. Y'all gonna be pouring them motherfuckers out on the street. I'll tell you when a fighter is hype and not that good. I'll tell you that. Courtney Richardson. And Ramirez ain't that. He just what y'all thought Gosvick and the Diamonds was. Been telling y'all that, but nobody want to believe me. He struggled with C-level competition. That's my problem. He's struggling with C-level motherfuckers. He got good stamina. He improving, but he not on Taylor level. Not remotely. Not even close. That ain't even close. That's a thoroughbred, and you putting the mud in there with a thoroughbred. You motherfucker, man. I understand y'all got Mexican pride, but bring them Mexican dollars over here to me. If that fight get made, if Ramirez got enough kahunas to fight him, if he got enough kahunas, bet y'all money. What y'all want to bet? Coronas. I like Coronas. I like Modelos. Shit. Tecate. Whatever liquor, whatever beer y'all got. Tequila. We can bet whatever. We can show up to the fight. You give me like 36. You can give me 10 cases of Modelos. I mail them motherfuckers back home. We can bet cash. We can bet food. You know, I win. Y'all take me to the Mexican spot. Y'all win. We'll find a soul food spot. Y'all want to bet that cash? I'm going to take your cash. While y'all see Ramirez get his ass beat. It ain't personal. It's business. It's not personal. It's business. And I'm not one to bet on boxing. But I only bet on boxing when I know I'm going to win. Like Mikey stupid ass. Oh, Mikey's going to beat 10 Arrow Spinner. All right. Yeah, all right. I ain't seen nobody. Everybody that bet, there's only one person that paid up. That was Saul. Everybody else didn't change their username. Act like they're a different person. Like I said, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money where your keyboard is. Well, you got an iPhone, you got a Mac, you got a Windows PC, or you on an Android. Put your money, or you on a two-way, you on a page, whatever these niggas using these days. Put your money where your mouth is, Jason. I put money on him versus Mikey Garcia. Like I said, it ain't personal. It's business. Okay. Saul, your ass gonna be 0 for 2 fucking with me. He gonna be 0 for 2 fucking with me. Y'all gonna learn to stop betting against me on this boxing shit. Now, y'all ain't seen me betting on Wilder. I ain't no fool. Y'all niggas in here, oh, there's no way Wilder can get knocked out. I said, bullshit. CJ, you betting on Wilder? Hell no. I wasn't betting on Fury neither. Wilder is like the Detroit Lions. I'm tell you this. Wilder is like the Detroit Lions. You never bet with them, you never bet against them. You bet against the Lions, you're going to lose. You bet with the Lions, it don't matter. It's a lose-lose situation. They could be playing the XFL Renegades. Wouldn't bet with them. Wouldn't bet against them. Taylor is the real deal. I'm telling y'all, dog. Taylor the real deal. Not saying he gonna beat up Crawford or no shit like that or no Errol Spence. He the real deal, bro. I don't give a lot of United Kingdom fighters their credit, but Tyson Fury and Josh Taylor, Them motherfuckers the top shelf liquor in the UK. And don't forget, Josh Taylor already fought here 3 times. Look at his resume. He fought here 3 times. He a bad motherfucker. Man, you crazy as fuck. Yeah, I got Tyson Fury, nigga. I got Tyson Fury. Yeah, you bet on Wilder. You crazy as fuck. I wouldn't bet on that fight neither. Wilder come out there and do some motherfucking Bushido Brown, Jim Kelly right hand shit and knock Fury. You don't know what Fury at. Fury right now probably playing with his nose. Well, let's move on. Okay, what else we said we gonna talk about? Oh yeah, the Mayweather thing. So Bob Arum, I'm trying to remember what he said. Bob Arum said something that Wilder, all right, here y'all go right here. In the podcast link in the description on the source link with Michael Woods. Bob Arum said Wilder team hasn't formally exercised their rematch clause. They haven't, but he expected they will, and they may want to be wild. They might want to do Wilder and Fury 3 at the Alliance Stadium. That's the new Vegas stadium. I call it the Death Star, where the Las Vegas Raiders gonna play. The thing about that is, I believe Floyd Mayweather's trying to have his first fight at Alliance Stadium. Okay? So they trying to have Fury and Wilder 3 be the first fight in the new Las Vegas Raiders Stadium. So Bob Arum said that's a venue they looking to crack. They trying to break ground in, and the first boxing fight. I know for a fact it's been talked about that Floyd Mayweather want to break that in. So with Wilder can stick it to Floyd. If they can lock that venue down before Mayweather do, then at least if Wilder lose, he can say he was the first dude to fight there. But Mayweather trying to break that in. So that's something to look at as well too. But let's go through the rumor mill. I told y'all yesterday Wilder didn't officially fire Mark Breland, but it's something that he's thinking about. All right. I told y'all yesterday that Zurdo Ramirez was asking for $5 million to fight Alder Alvarez. He ducking. Okay, let's get to the shit today. Okay. Pacquiao note. People at PBC haven't heard back from him, and DAZN wants Pacquiao so he can fight Mikey. I told you that in the beginning stream. Also heard this yesterday from Xavier Shoot the Fire. Y'all can check his channel out. He's solid. He also said, and I asked, and I haven't got a return on this yet, that they planning on doing Adrian Broner and Devin Alexander later this year. Now, I can believe that. Adrian Broner is now trained by Devin Alexander's ex-coach, Kevin Cunningham. Alexander was training with Roy Jones when he got knocked out. Okay? And Adrian Broner and Devin Alexander had words on social media because when Adrian Broner was fighting Ivan Barashnik, he's supposed to fight him this October, he posted a picture of Devin Alexander getting knocked out and flipping on top of his head. And Devin said, I thought we was cool. I thought we was better than that. Him and AB exchanged some words on social media. So, once again, you might get Devin Alexander. It's something that Xavier said he heard. I asked. But I heard that they said they looking for possible opponents for Broner. But God told me he don't know if Alexander is one of them. But Adrian Broner, like I said, I heard it from Xavier Shoot the Fire last night. Check his channel out. He said that Adrian Broner possibly could be fighting Devin Alexander is what he's hearing out there. And Alexander ain't been the same since his opiate addiction. So, I'm surprised. I'm surprised Devin is still going on. You know, I remember Devin Alexander, he was a good fighter. Beat Juan Urango. You know, he beat Matisse, what some people thought it was a disputable decision. He fought him in St. Louis, and he had a big fight with Timothy Bradley. It was one of the turning points. It was one of the turning points in HBO boxing history. And at that fight, they put so much promotion in that fight. They promoted that fight like a pay-per-view fight. And it was a terrible fight. It was, Timothy Bradley headbutting Devin Alexander, and I think it ended on cuts, and Timothy Bradley won, and then at that point, I think HBO decided to go with the European way. But like I said, I think that's a good fight for Broner to come back in. I don't think Devin Alexander is the same fighter no more since his opiate addiction. His last great triumph was beating Marcos Maidana. So it's crazy, man. He's a solid fighter though. His brother Vine Alexander, who was in prison, who got out and started boxing, he actually beat Money Powell the fourth. So he handed Money Powell his first loss. So, that's something interesting. Well, Josh Taylor is going to fight May 2nd versus his mandatory. So that's something to look at over there in the UK. Qdoba and Lipias is going to be fighting May 16th for the IBF interim title. So Qdoba and Lipias is going to be fighting May 16th for the IBF interim title. The regular title is held by Errol Spence. So May is featuring, whenever Canelo announced his fight, it featured probably Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders, Victor Postol, and Jose Ramirez, possibly Miguel Burchett, and Oscar Valdez. I'll get the Tank and Leo Santa Cruz. That's going to be held that month. Tifim Lopez and Lomachenko, May 30th. So May is going to be filled with a lot of good fights. So Qdoba and Lipias, add them to the May calendar. That's Top Rank and PBC working together for IBF interim title fight. Both guys asked for. Qdoba could have took an interim fight and waited for Errol Spence. It was expected that Errol Spence was going to tune up versus Qdoba. They went the Danny Garcia route, so that's something to look at. So you heard that here first. They said Leo Santa Cruz started pre-camp for Davis yesterday, so he's looking like the fight might take place in May. Pay-per-view. The fight will be shown on Showtime pay-per-view. So Gervonta and Leo is probably going to fight pay-per-view in May on Showtime. Not sure the date. Maybe May 16th, and Qdoba and Lipias might be on the undercard. I doubt that, but that's just my personal thoughts on there. Saying that Leo started his strength and conditioning already. Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuna, like I said, have agreed to fight April 17th. Luke Campbell and Javier Fortuna, April 17th in D.C. The Cope area in the zone. Co-feature the main event will be Regis and Maurice Hooker. So Campbell and Fortuna will be fighting for the WBC lightweight title. Haney recovering from shoulder surgery, and Loma's the franchise champion. Like I said earlier, Devin Haney is moving up to 140 pounds, and said if the right fight is at 35, that he'll come back down. So Devin Haney ain't coming back for that title. You could say he dug Fortuna if you want to. I'm not sure. And this is another part. Said the zone is going for big numbers. Boxing is going to change a lot, is what I'm hearing from all different promoters. The companies are not going to pay fighters for BS fights anymore. They will see that the people don't want to pay. They see that the people don't want to pay for BS fights anymore, and ticket sales are starting to go down bad. Now you will see more good fights. So at the end of the day, it's another thing changing in boxing, is that they finally figured out that the BS fight's not selling. So what I'm being told is that these promotional companies is not going to be paying for tune-ups no more. Boxing is going to change. They're going to put the best on now. So you're going to look forward to a lot of good boxing. Like I said, in May, you got a lot of good fights in May. You're going to have some good fights in April, which I'll get to in a minute. So you seeing a situation where boxing is changing. Ticket sales bad across the board. PBC, DAZN, Top Rank, all failing to sell tickets. And it's not that the tickets are expensive. You know what I'm saying? I know one of my dudes in Brooklyn, he said that he got Lomachenko tickets almost, ringside for like I think he said like $20. They basically was giving them away. So boxing is seeing that fans don't want to pay for BS fights, and ticket sales down bad, and viewership's not doing so good. So you're going to see a drastic change in boxing. So that's from everybody. So you're going to see better fights, and that's why they probably elected to go with Errol Spence and Danny Garcia over Qdoba. So you're gonna see a lot of good fights that go down, man, in boxing. So that's a good thing, man. But Caleb Truax is gonna be taking on David Benavidez April 18th. It's gonna be on Showtime. I don't know what happened a lot. Well, it looks like Lionel Thompson is going to fight Angulo. Is what I'm hearing. That could happen. So yeah, David Benavidez is gonna fight Caleb Truax. I think Caleb Truax ended up blowing out his Achilles or some shit. He got injured, getting ready for a fight. He 100% now. They say him, but I would prefer the Lionel Thompson fight. I don't know why the Lionel Thompson fight didn't happen. He had a good win over Jose Uzatagi. So, David Benavidez is fighting Caleb Truax. I just think Caleb Truax is entirely too small for Benavidez, but it's a good test. He cagey, really, real good veteran, and I think it's going to be a good fight. To be honest, I think it's going to be a really solid fight. I think Benavidez should end up probably stopping Caleb Truax. Truax was a good middleweight. I think Danny Jacobs stopped him at middleweight. Him and Peter Quillen was about to fight. Then they had a clash of heads, and then he was about to fight again for Peter Quillen. I think he blew his Achilles or his ACL out or whatever the hell it was. So David Benavidez, you can see him back April 18th on Showtime. Not exactly sure what date where the venue gonna be at. I would guess somewhere on the West Coast. Maybe they might do it in Minneapolis. Not sure. So also Bob Arum says that the Wilder Fury digital numbers are really, really good. So the numbers haven't come out yet. They still gathering the numbers up. It should be longer than usual because you got the Fox numbers, you got the ESPN Plus numbers, you got the ESPN pay-per-view numbers, and in the podcast link I left in the description, Bob Arum also revealed that Dwayne Wade also bought the pay-per-view on his flight, on his private jet, so he was interested in the fight. So they're expecting the fight to do really, really good numbers. I think it's going to exceed 1 million, but the digital numbers start coming back, and Bob Arum said they're really, really strong. Michael Wood said he heard that the digital numbers was really, really strong. So it's probably going to be even more money. It's probably going to be even more harder to get these pay-per-views due to, you can buy from Fox pay-per-view, you can buy it through your cable provider, you can buy it through ESPN Plus. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to buy the pay-per-views. You got international numbers that's going to come in. So, not sure what the gate was. We should hear the gate later this week. I think usually you hear the pay-per-view numbers around Wednesday or Friday. Thursday. You might not see them Friday or Saturday. I don't know if they're replaying the fight on ESPN. If I find out they're doing a replay this week, I'll let you guys know. And April 17th, to let y'all know, Regis and Hooker is a Friday, I believe, because the 18th, David Benavidez is fighting. So in April, you got a huge weekend on the 17th and the 18th. 17th is a Friday, so the DAZN is doing a Friday card. Showtime is doing April card. March 28th, Viterbi is going to be fighting in Montreal versus Chinese mandatory. So you got a lot of stuff going on so far. So Adrian Broner, Devin Alexander, I'm hearing talks about that, but they are finding AB an opponent. Not sure if it's Alexander. David Benavidez is back April 18th. Regis Prograis versus Reese Hooker, April 17th, Friday. Javier Fortuna, Luke Campbell on the undercard. Also, I think he said May 16th will be Qdoba Olympia for IBF interim title held by Errol Spence. The second, Canelo will be fighting. The 9th is Victor Postol and Jose Ramirez. Also, Leo and Tank fighting that month. I also heard Burchett and Valdez fighting that month. Also heard Tank and Leo is fighting that month. And Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko is fighting May 30th. So, it's a lot of fights going on in May. April starting to heat up a little bit. So, it's a ton of fights. And then March 14th, Shakur Stevenson will be a headliner in the MSG Theater Room versus McGill Moraga. So Shakur will be back March 14th. So you got a lot of good fights going on. Earl said he doesn't have a date for Danny Garcia, but he will be start training after Wilder and Fury 2, which that's already took place. I know he's probably going to be fighting Danny Garcia next. So y'all got any questions? I'll get to it. Questions. Thurman versus Broner will be a good fight. I doubt it. Thurman probably won't be back late summer or to the fall. he started punching with his hand in March. His hand had surgery, so no, Broner's probably campaigning at 140 pounds or a catch weight. So we'll see, but I'm not sure. But yeah, got any questions? I'll answer them. Questions. So yeah, Mikey Garcia. Yeah, that's a possibility. It was supposed to be Mikey and Manny on PBC, but Manny left. So they in talk. Eddie Hearn's in talks with Manny's new management for him to fight Mikey on his own. So Bob Arum is in talks with Manny new management to fight Crawford in June and July on Top Rank pay-per-view. So yeah, it's a lot going on. Do you think Taylor will fight Crawford in the future? Yeah, that's something they doing. They already lining up Jose Ramirez for him. So I think they both, whoever win that fight, will fight him. Manny versus Crawford, who the A side? Manny Pacquiao's the A side. Hopefully Broner throws more punches in this next fight. Zach, yeah, Pacquiao's easy the A side. Keep asking questions. I got y'all. Haney and I don't know what he's in red reads. No will jump to welterweight in a few years with boots. And who? I don't know who else you said. Handy and is that considered duck if Devin move up to 40 to Fortuna smoke? I mean, I wouldn't consider it a duck, but I get it. It looked like a duck, but Fortuna can make 40. We'll see. Maybe Devin stay at 35 and come back, but his daddy said he's moving up. But I don't think they want to fight Fortuna anyway. Fortuna a tough fight. Talking about low Tiafimo. Broner and Bradley. Bradley finished. Bradley ain't fighting no more. Bradley getting that TV money. Broner and Zab, nah. Oh, stop it. Manny is the A side over everyone except Nello and Floyd. Yep. Did Manny ditch Earl for Crawford? I think Manny ditched PBC because he wasn't getting Floyd Mayweather. So I don't think it's ditching Earl for Crawford. He tried to fight Earl. Earl said no. Coming off a car accident, that's his right. You think Garcia will get past Linares? Yeah, I think he will. That'll be a good fight. Garcia improving. Linares ain't got no jaw, but we ain't really seen Garcia. I mean, Ryan get hit by nobody. Linares pack a lot of power. I think that can go either way. I'm not a full Ryan Garcia believer yet. Broner versus Rigondeaux. Oh, stop it. Ward versus AJ soon. I doubt it. Ward ain't coming out of retirement. Ward got a sandwich shop. Ward doing sandwiches now. Rigo and Inouye is fighting. Inouye is fighting pretty soon. He fighting in Vegas versus Manny Pacquiao fighter Casimir, who just beat Tite. I'll give you the exact date if they got it. Yeah, he's supposed to be fighting April 25th in Vegas, so that's pretty soon. What's the update with Mayweather's next fight? He talking about fighting Conor McGregor and Khabib in the same day. That's the update. So that's why Pacquiao can't fight McGregor because Floyd's still in. So that's a bad move for Pacquiao to go against Crawford. Could be, but if they throwing that cash. If Mikey loses, that's probably gonna be the next move. Burchett versus Hearn later this year. I think it'll happen. Or Burchett really. Shit, Hearn go about to fight Carl Frampton. He gotta get past him. I expect Burchett to get past Oscar Valdez, though. He said the local dummy boxing spinning there saying Manny ducking Spence. No, Spence ducked Manny if you want to be technical. Manny Pacquiao asked for Errol Spence. And Errol Spence turned that fight down because of the car accident. So, no, Errol Spence ducked Manny Pacquiao. That's a fact. I bet Errol Spence won't come on True Boxing Talk and tell y'all that. He turned the Manny Pacquiao fight down. Yeah, of course Who wouldn't prefer Pacquiao over Kell Brook at this point? Kell Brook, the B side, B plan. Go check the interview out in the description. Bob Arum said it's on the source link. I heard about the Inouye fight. It's a tough fight. That boy Casimir beat Tite in 2 rounds. Yeah, Tite, man, he wasn't never that good though. But yeah, he a good fighter. Mayweather said he want to charge $250 for a pay-per-view for him to fight Conor McGregor and Khabib. It's in World Boxing News right now. Go over there and check it out, worldboxingnews.net. To fight Khabib and Conor McGregor the same day. I ain't paying no $250. Man, you think Roman going to rematch? You said who? Roma. Who the fuck is Roma? I don't know what you're talking about. Roma. Who the fuck is Roma? I thought Earl ain't want no tune-up. They ain't what he screaming behind closed doors. Pacquiao asked for Errol Spence. He was asking Earl how to make the fight, and even before that, they said Earl said he wasn't taking the fight before Pacquiao asked for it. I told you Earl got a lot of contradictions, man. I can't stand that nigga. He said, when is Gary going to announce he moving up to 35? Does he beat Loma in a rematch? I don't know if he beat Loma in a rematch. Shit, if it's Teofimo Lopez knocked Loma out, hell no. You see, I ain't seen Uncut Gems yet, bro. I heard it was good. Jermaine Cortez, what's going on? I gotta see that. I gotta update my Fire Stick, bro. That's something I'm gonna do tonight. I gotta find my remote. That's why I ain't update. I gotta find my remote. It's in the couch somewhere. Or did I bring it upstairs? I don't know. I just cleaned my room out, so I didn't see the remote, so it gotta be downstairs. Bradley Margarito? I don't know. That's a good one. I probably favor Bradley. Fuck Margarito. Yeah, I see Dillian White talking. He should have been beat Dillian White ass. I don't know why he waited on that. Yeah, I'm on a new generation of Fire Stick. I don't know what happened. I always sell my shit. I always jailbreak them and sell them, or give them away. Keep with the questions. I stay on a little bit longer. I was supposed to go live on my other channel, but I didn't. I forgot the Pistons playing late tonight. I should have went live. But I do Pistons talk tomorrow over there. Haney and which Garcia, Ryan or Mikey? Which Garcia? Because we talked about both. Hold on. Bradley and Porter. Bradley. It would be a tough match for Bradley, Margarito. Margarito didn't really use his height, though. So, that's what I'm saying. Say you a Spence hater. Yep, I'm a hater like you, but my wrist big. When you tell the truth, you a hater. I ain't put no comedy on it. I ain't make fun of the nigga today. I just told y'all what I heard. Buddy that lost the belt coming off a long layoff. Oh, you talking about Danny Roman? I ain't heard nothing about that. I asked. I knew they wanted old boy to win when he had the DAZN patch on his ass. So I said yeah, because they was going against the grain on Danny Roman. They wouldn't give him no good commentary. Devin would beat the dog shit out of Mikey. I'm not sure about that, bro. I ain't never seen Devin fight nobody good yet. So I can't really say. I'm a little cautious. So, but if Mikey struggle Saturday night and come back down, that's a pick 'em. Will Detroit win a championship in pro sports? Not never. Oh shit, we got more championships than motherfucking Cleveland. Shit, we won one in 2004. The Red Wings got a ton of fucking championships. Tigers won one in the 80s. They went to a World Series in the 2000s. So get out of here. It's certain motherfucker, man. When the last time Atlanta won one? And only reason they give Boston championships because that's where all the fucking white supremacists stay. They love give. That's where all the racist white people stay at is in Boston. Shit, y'all talking about Milwaukee still being segregated? Shit, Boston is. Shit, that's why Boston keep getting that shit because that's what they ain't gonna never let Boston fall off for too long. If Boston was black or mixed with a lot of different ethnic people, crazy as fuck. Boston wouldn't win shit. That's how you know sports rigged. They don't ever want to let Detroit win nothing. The places like Detroit, Cleveland, Milwaukee, Minnesota, Indianapolis, places like that, you know what I'm saying? They don't never want us to win no championship. Get the hell up out. If the Tigers or the Indians or the Brewers. Who else we got out there? The Marlins. You know, shit, even the Phillies. If they would have did what the Astros would have done, them motherfuckers would have been, they would have stripped the shit out of us. Real talk, they would have stripped us naked. Man, we wouldn't have been able to blink. They would have took the World Series from Detroit. Nah, maybe next year. Y'all gotta let Home Depot get healthy. You know what I mean? Talking about Detroit, man. Niggas like this place like Atlanta running around here and shit. When the fuck the last time Charlotte won something? Shit, Philadelphia. Oh, the Eagles just won. I can't talk about the Eagles. But shit, them niggas was just Detroit Lions status. The Eagles just got a championship, nigga. Get up out of here. Only reason New York, Boston, LA, they let them get in the major markets. They let them get rings because they the most biggest and prominent fan bases. Crazy. The Pacers got a dope team though. Brogdon and Home Depot. Them motherfuckers backcourt they gonna give people hell. They beat Boston. I'm telling you that. If Home Depot healthy, they got a hell of a backcourt, bro. And they got the big man. That's a bad matchup for the Celtics, bro. With Sabonis and Miles Turner, they ain't got no big people in Boston. They should have came and got Andre Drummond. No, they got it. I think they need another wing. If TJ Warren can step up, then they'd be straight. Shit, Michigan State in a dogfight. Let's go Iowa. Yeah, I call that nigga Home Depot. Our soccer team, nobody care about no damn soccer in America. Shit, I watched XFL before I watched soccer. Talking about our soccer team. Nigga, you lost me when you said our soccer team. I mean, get fucked by no damn soccer. Shit. Talking about our soccer team. Nigga, like, shit. Nigga, you better off saying our XFL team. Or we state championship football or some shit. Talking about our soccer team. You might as well say our lacrosse team or our females basketball team or some shit like that. Crazy as hell. Yeah, I got any more questions, man, I'll take them. 3 minutes and 40. Oh, Michigan State up by 2. Iowa just missed a 3. Stop ducking. Oh man, I ain't even been on, man. I've been sick. Then I've been busy, bro. So I'm probably hop on tonight. Maybe. I watched Black Lightning last night. I catch up on Better Call Saul. The new season just started. He's an MLS. Team's got nice gear. I'm gonna get me a hockey jersey for my birthday. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a Wings jersey. Them bitches look tight. I was at the casino the other day. I seen a lot of people with their Wings jersey on. Nah, 2K suck. I got a 2K. What was the last one? 2K19 Xbox that came with Giannis on the cover. Man, I still got I play that shit like I played that shit like I played my team. That's it. 2K terrible, bro. They need to reinvent the wheel with that game. Now back in like 2K 9, 10, 11, 12, I played that shit. Madden was straight this year. Just most people I played Madden with, they got a PS4. I sold my PS4 Pro. But 2K trash. They gotta do better. 2K, man, they used to make a good basketball game, but it's over with. Have you heard anything about Wilder's post injuries or issues? Nah, I ain't heard nothing. He was telling somebody was telling me he said he felt good and he was mad Breland stopped the fight, but he still could fight Breland. But nah, he said 2020 Raw. I ain't played wrestling since a motherfucking SmackDown, bro. SmackDown, bro. That's the last time I used to play SmackDown, WCW versus NWL, WWF Attitude. Yeah, I ain't played no wrestling games in a minute. I don't even know none of the wrestlers no more. I stopped watching wrestling when I found out it was fake. Isaac Frost versus Rigondeaux. Isaac Frost hard as hell to beat. I was just playing Fight Night like last year. I got it still on my Xbox. It came with UFC 4. And I ain't played football for Gresham Park since I was 5. What, like football, like soccer football? 2K is raw. 2K trash. That shit is so garbage. How do y'all play that, bro? What's going on, Quan? 2K is hella trash. That shit trash. The server's never up. The gameplay garbage. Y'all ain't got video games, sports video games like we used to have. Y'all ain't got sports video games no more. Y'all ain't got sports video games. I don't know what y'all call that shit now. We had real good sports video game. Then we had the 989 Sports was good. We had options. 989 Sports, NFL Game Day, Shootout. We had Live. We had Quarterback Club. We had real options. We had hella options, bruh. I had Quarterback Club. I had Game Day. I really didn't even own Madden no more. They was better than Madden. And then they cut them all off. And you had to buy Madden. You had no other choice. NFL 2K5 was one of the GOATs. NFL 2K5 with T.O. on the front. I remember my friend had that on his PlayStation 2. And somebody stole it out the church. That shit was crazy. He was crying like a motherfucker. How somebody steal your game at the church? Real talk, man. We had some good games. Man, we had good games anyway. We had Twisted Metal Black, Crash Bandicoot, The War the Cortex, man. We had True Crimes. We had Vice City. It was another one we had too. Oh man, what's the other one we had where you go into the mall? It was by the people that make Grant Rockstar. You go into the mall and you shoot that motherfucker up and you get points. Damn, what was the name of that game? I had it too. I had a chip in my PlayStation. In my PlayStation 2, I had 1,000 games. We had a Cypher Filter, Metal Gear Solid, had it. I remember Live debuted the dunk contest. What was the name of that game? Yeah, Game Breaker. State of Emergency. That's the name of it. State of Emergency. That was a shit. Had that, nigga. We had games for days, bro. We had NCAA football. We had to worry about that shit y'all worry about now. We had the N1 game. We had the basketball game with Stephon Marbury on the front. We had the Scarface game. Yup, we had that. NBA Streets. Man, games was way better when I was a kid, bro. Saints Row. Way better, bro. The graphics just wasn't shit, but our graphics, they was a shit to us. Even going back, we had Sonic. We had Streets of Rage. I got that on my Sega Classic. I had it on my Game Gear. Man, we had Game Boy Color. We had the Pokemons with the lot. Man, shit, our games were shitting on their games today. And they got NBA Ballers. That was the name of it. Tecmo Ball. We had so much shit, bro. We had so much shit, bro. Even the Maddens was better back then. Because remember, you can go to training camp and they had the radio show on Madden. Yeah, Mario Kart. You had Smash Brothers. Man, we had the shit. We had a better Super Mario 64, Perfect Dark, 007 GoldenEye. Man, our games was shitting on these games. Y'all got better technology. They just don't have no creativity. Same thing in Hollywood with movies. They don't have no creativity. Donkey Kong Country, I got that on my Super Nintendo. Yeah, Dreamcast was dope. Dreamcast was the first system to have internet on it. Internet capabilities. Midnight Club, that was a. They just need to remake some of these video games. That's it. Dub Edition, I play that shit all day. Dub Edition, I play that shit all day. Then you had Gran Turismo. Shit, we had the best games ever, bro. Yeah, they keep making the same movies. They need to keep remaking the same video games. I promise you. Hell yeah, they have. The only thing that's really still dope in the video games is Grand Theft Auto, and then Rockstar. They don't even remake no video games. They need to remake some of their classics. For real, we had the best video games, bro. We had creativity, all that. Zelda. What was the fuck we had? We had some shit. I just had crash when I had my PS4 Pro. I had the Crash Bandicoot. I had the whole set. All of them came in one game. It was like $30. And we had Knockout Kings Fight Night, Splinter Cell. Shit. The reason I started playing first these shooter games like Call of Duty is because the games got trashed. Def Jam Fight for New York. Yep. That's why I stopped playing video. That's why I stopped playing sports games and started shooting motherfuckers. Because the shooting games the only thing they got half right. He said they just need to do what Holly do and bring these. Yeah, that's all they need to do is just remake them. And I remember Sub-Zero had his own game. I had that. Our games were better. Our movies was better. Our cartoons was, yeah, easily. All three of them was better. It wasn't nothing like Nickelodeon Cartoon Network back then, for real. Everything was better. You ever played Down Force on PS2? No. I played Fight Force? I played that shit. Fight Force was a classic. That shit was one of the best games on PS2. Fight Force, I love that game, bruh. It was kind of like Streets of Rage a little bit. It was like a modern day at the time Streets of Rage. Yeah, I used to miss my NCAA football and basketball on my PS3. March Madness, had it. I had all the video games, bro. Everything. Yeah, you ain't lying, man. Ain't shit really good now other than being able to communicate with people. You know, shit, Dr. Blue, we ain't got, man, ain't shit good now, man. We used to rent video games. Oh, yeah, Madden 05 had Ray Lewis on the front. I rented that from a Hollywood Video before I got it. Well, nothing like a Saturday night. Mom used to take you to fucking Hollywood Video or Blockbuster, rent some movies and shit. Man, I just love that shit. They need to make Good Burger, too. They was talking about that, I think. We had some good ass, man. We had good ass days, man. They told us game up. Imagine online play during Mario Kart. You ain't crazy for real. But the good thing about not having online play was that dudes actually came over with their controllers and y'all played Tekken and y'all played Tekken and y'all played Virtual Fighter and y'all played Mortal Kombat and like dude, niggas used to bring their controllers over and used to go at it all day. You know what I'm saying? Them days is over with. Them days is over with. For real, them days is over with. You used to bring your controller over, your memory card over, man. Oh, you ducking me on Fight Night, man. I ain't even started Fight Night forever, bro. I forgot I had it for a minute. I beat you in Mr. Child's ass. I beat his ass in Call of Duty and beat your ass in Fight Night. Somebody beat the shit out of me last time I played Fighting Online. He beat the shit out of my ass. That nigga did some type of turbo punching. We used to love my homies used to come over and shit. We used to bring our controllers and shit. Plug that great PlayStation, that black PlayStation controller up. Niggas used to be playing all day. We used to play outside all day. And then the weekend when it got dark, hoop, play back, or if it was raining. 64 for a perfect. Oh yeah, we played that shit in high school. When our teachers had a 64, we was in there playing 007. It was hella old then, though. You don't want it in Fight Night either, man. I beat all y'all ass, nigga. You nigga can't see me, nigga. It ain't like that no more. But yeah, let me log off. Appreciate everybody for checking in. On your way out, hit that like button, share the video. Best way to help the channel out. Don't forget to check out our sponsors, The Help Blaze, 100% all natural products. Use the promo code Goodfellow1Box, get 18% off over there. Website and description, they got 100% lotion, natural product, lotion, soaps, foot soaks, the whole nine. Check out our sponsor, Cell Phone Buyers Recyclers. You know, they want to buy your cell phone. Follow them on social media, links in the description. Like and share them on social media. Get opportunity to win an iPhone. Want to make a donation? PayPal right there on the screen, and it's in the description. Cash App right on the screen in the description. Share the video for your boy. One time for the one time. We on.